what I needed. Just what I needed.
Hello everyone, today I'll show you how to make part 11 of Super Mario. So before we start, as always we do, just save your project as a new copy and name it episode 11. So there's like one bug that I have seen, like if you press 2 and go to mystery block and you like the coins will fly everywhere. And if you press 4 and select a coin, also it will fly everywhere. So let's fix that. And also, I'm just gonna show you the coin variable like that. In the tile spot, and there's a when I receive position tile, and the if bump index equals tile index, just surround that in the if editor is less than 1. But if editor is less than 1. Then now if you press the 0 again, yep, everything is good. And 2, everything is good still. Now the other bug. In the editor spread, let's remove the delete all of the object IDX and object type, and instead of putting it in when I receive generate level, put that under the delete all tile grid in the generate custom blocks like that. Now in the enemy spread, find the define take Goomba. Now we're gonna make Mario lose life. In the else of the if Bob while Mario is greater than empty value, let's make a new message named Mario lose life. Like that. And also go into costumes and drag the big costume into the Mario sprite. And then let's drag out like a when I receive Mario lose life. And we set player action to lose life. Like that. And stop all of the scripts and sprites. Like that. And put a repeat block. And repeat. So now we simply repeat 25 times and put the paint spray block there. And also broadcast position tiles. And now go find the define paint sprite. I'm just gonna make some space around here. Make more space. I'm just gonna drag it in the area actually to be good. And at the very top put a check if player action equals lose life. Then we switch costume to Mario Death, I think it is. Yep. And then stop the script. And now if we touch that Goomba, I'm just gonna go in editor mode. If we touch a Goomba, I'm just gonna keep jumping. So now you see Mario turned into lose life position. And now at the very upper of the paint sprite, like the very top, put a switch costume to big. And then in the back to the one I receive, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna search Mario lose life. Yep, this one. It set speed Y to 17 and check if Y minus camera Y is less than 200. Then negative 200, like that. Then put a change speed Y by -1 in the loop, and then change Y by speed Y. And then paint spread and broadcast position tiles, like that. And click the green flag again. Just gonna touch it again, but I'm just gonna make sure I can still bump them. Yep, it's working. Just gonna go touch a gumba. Now if we touch it, the gumba, wait, oh, I forgot, it's a repeat until, not if. I'm just gonna put everything in there. Yep, I hope everything works. I'm just gonna test to touch a gumba. We jump up and we fall off the bottom of the screen. And also I'm just gonna check if we kill a gumba. Now you have to be much careful where you're going in this game. Retest, continue testing. I'm just going to make sure we can lose life on the second level. Come on. I'm just gonna go touch the gumba. Yep. Now we're almost done, but let's put a repeat 30 and broadcast position times. And then under that, put a broadcast and wait. Level. I'm just gonna do level done loading and wait and broadcast. I'm just gonna get the level start game loop respawn and wait like that. Yep, it's working good. Everything respawns good. I'm just gonna change that back to a level load because I just don't feel comfortable. Yep, it's working great. I'm just gonna check if I can squish gumbas, and I can just squish. Yep, I can still use it here. Working great. Let's continue. And under the check around player, instead of reset player, simply let's broadcast Mario lose life. Like that. So now if we fall off the edges, we fall off the screen, Mario jumps up and disappears. I'm just gonna check something. And also, if you want the enemy to despawn after it fell off the edge of the screen. Oops, I just unconnected them. You can do this. Put it before in the whenever see move enemy, just put it if Y is less than 0 and delete C's clone. So yeah, good. Let's continue on what we're focusing. Now let's add the background. Back to the project, and now from the backpack we can now drag the new background to our world. So now let's actually make it work. Drag a one green flag, click show. And simply drag a go to back layer, and we set size to 200. But even though you will see now, wait, it's not fully on screen. I'm just gonna set the position to 0, 0 for the X and Y. It's still, I'm just gonna go to a safe place to show you. So somewhere just like no, like up here. I'm just gonna bump that mystery block. Like the background is still to 150. So if we want to do anything to help it, just make a new costume and just draw a small dot, and just switch just switch costume to costume 1. Yep, exact here. Before the set size to 200. Now let's do a neat trick. If you saw just switch backdrop to costume to background 1, 1 like that. Now you should see our full screen is covered with that background. Cool. But one thing you have to notice that our mushroom power up is disappeared. But we will fix that in a moment. And yep, everything else appears. Okay, let's continue. Now let's make a new variable named sprite width. Oops, it's for the sprite only, and also I'm just gonna put lowercase h2 just, and we'll set sprite width to, I'm just gonna multiply 256 multiplied by size divided by 100. Good, and set its value to that. Then let's make a new variable named x for this sprite only, and set x to 0. Then we create clone myself. And then we next costume. Put next costume. And then we put change x by sprite width. Like that. Just gonna hide these variables. Let's now make a new variable named screen x for this sprite only. And drag out a when I receive position tiles. And we simply set screen x to x minus camera x divided by 2. Now we set x, like the x position, to on the minus on the right, put screen x. On the left, put a mod, and on the left of the mod, put x. On the right of the mod, put on the right of the minus, instead of its sprite width, just replace that with a sprite width. And for the left of the mod, put screen x. And on the right of the mod, put a multiply. And it's sprite width multiplied by 2, like that. and we set y to, then we put a minus, and 244 minus another minus, I meant another divided of camera at y divided by 2, like that. Now smash the green flag and you see the background scrolls up and also down. And not down, I mean like the switch that means in these variables. But the background like scrolls smoothly up and down. I mean up and all in the directions Mario can move. So now let's address the problem like the mushroom disappears. The mushroom is showing, but it's just behind the background. In the background sprite at the one green flag, click at the very top, put the set layers background to 2, as we did said earlier. And now I'm just going to dispatch that Goomba, and now the mushroom reappears. I'm just going to confirm that if we... Other side, I'm just going to start using... Yep, it's still working. But you will still see like the background like goes on the edge for a bit here. Here you see a small glitch. I'm not gonna fix that. It's not a bit. You see like these tiles are sticking on the edge here. See? See the edges move, the both edges? It's on this. Good. Let's continue with everything. Now, in the enemy sprite, let's add something like effect. You see like the score 100 and drag in the particle sprite. Drag like score 100. That's costume 20 into the particle sprite. And then in the particle sprite, under the 1RC position tile, duplicate the last if and put it before the tick smoke and check if. I'm just gonna check if type contains score, like that. And then I'll remove the tick coin and let's make a new custom block named tick score. Run without screen refresh. And put the tick score block there. And stop the script. Okay, let's continue. And under the tick score, put a change y by 1 and put a position with costume, like the type variable for it. And then we change frame by 1 and check if frame is greater than 60. Then we delete these clones. And also for a better effect, or to me, I'll add a change ghost effect by 2 here. And I put a set ghost to 0 up here. Yep. Oops. I don't think we need to set ghost. Oh yeah, I didn't add anything to the code. in the enemy sprite under the tick Goomba, it's gonna locate it. As well as getting squished, let's add score with a capital S to particles, and then add X variable to particles, and add a Y variable to particles. Good. And put that under the step down player 5. And now I'm just gonna test squishing the Goomba. Oh yeah. We need to put score 100. Like that. So the particles, I'm just gonna recheck it. Oh, with a space. I'm just gonna... Yep, everything's working good. Good. Let's move on. I'm just gonna check. Now let's check. Good. Now let's continue coding. So before we finish off this episode, let's add some sounds. I got the sounds in my asset project. So now there's lots of sounds in the sounds thing. So let's start from Mario. So let's drag out the sounds. First, drag out the jump sound into the Mario sprite. Drag out the skid sound, and then drag out the coin sound. Finally, drag out the lose life. Finally, just in the sounds sprite, drag out the lose life. Yeah, drag out the lose life. Did I drag it? Nope, I didn't. I'm just gonna... Where's the lose life? Oh, here it is, just hiding among. And now in the Mario sprite, and there's now locate the define handle keys jump. And then in the if jumping is less than 11, check if jumping equals 1. And then we start sound jump and put it under the SPY213. And then under the check around player, inside the if, put a start sound coin in the if tile equals 24. Then in the make skid smoke, put a start sound skid at the very bottom. And finally in the lose life, put a start sound lose life. Like that. Now I'm just gonna turn it. Oops. I just died. Now you can see we got coin collection sounds and all sorts of sounds. Next we're gonna add it to the enemies. We also got coin collections. Cool sounds, right? Good. Let's continue. Now in the sound sprite, find the item sprout and drag it in the enemy sprite, and find one up and drag it in the enemy sprite. Finally find stomped and put it in the enemy sprite. And now we got all these sounds in enemies, so let's start making that up. In the define tick life, well, if the life touched the mushroom, the Mario, just start sound one up. And let's put an if in and check if frame is equal to 16. Put it in the if frame is less than 48. And then we start sound item sprout. And then in the tick Goomba, which is the last place we're gonna add it, before the the pointing direction 90, but it's stop sound. Now it's all sorts of these sounds, and I'm also gonna collect mushroom. Yep, it's going great. Now the gumba noise is also working really great. Good. Yeah, let's add the last sound in the particle spread. And also, let's backpack the coin sound into the particle spread, and then when it starts the clone, right after the set speed Y to 12, we can put the start sound coin. Yep, editor, you can't collect coins or lose in life. Yep, everything's working great. All the sounds are here. Good. Now let's continue. Let's add the background music sound. In the sound sprite, drag a when I receive level start game loop, and when I receive levels start game loop respawn. And let's make a new custom block named music for run without screen refresh. I mean not run without screen refresh, because the sound that has to play. And into the music block, put a forever loop. Forever and play sound until done. Music L1, and then put the music block in both of the waiting when I receives, and put a new when I receive. Oops. A new when I receive Mario lose life, and when I receive Mario lose life, then we stop all other scripts and sprites. Yep. Now, I'm gonna turn down the volume. Now, good. Yep, it's going good. All the sounds are here. I'm going to also do like something else maybe, but I'll just check if editor is greater than less than 1 to play the music. I'll just check that. Stop all script sprites. Yep. Yep, in editor sprite, I'm just gonna check everything. Yep, it's working. Well, this brings us to another end of this episode. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please smash the like button and subscribe to more your teaching videos, and also turn on the notifications button. Turn to view the latest video. And see you. Bye. See you next time.